Throughout the world, the four elements of earth, air, fire, and water have been studied and celebrated in all cultures. They come with multiple meanings for different people, but today, maxTV magazine presents the people that play with these elements and master them. Hello, and welcome to another edition of maxTV magazine. Now, today's show is all about the four elements. I'm talking earth and air and fire and water. So I can't think of a better place to talk about the elements than here, getting some air at Get Air. Woo! I'm here with one of the managers, Jason Lutz. Hey, Jason.
Nice meeting you. Welcome.
Woo! What a workout.
Well, that's an amazing workout.
Good Lord, but what fun. Tell us what Get Air is all about.
Get Air started about 7 years ago in Utah. There's 7 parks in Canada. They're in Japan, Mexico, and Europe as well.
So you can bounce around like I just did, but you can do lots of fun stuff here.
There's lots of enjoyable things. There's small air for the little kids to play and enjoy themselves. We have dodgeball, a basketball court, and we have open air, and there's lots of other exciting activities here as well.
Well, I'm going to continue and get some air here, but our first story is about some folks who are a bit more grounded. In fact, they literally move the earth. Check it out. Woo!
I think there's always been an idea in humankind of being strong. I mean, you go back to the 1800s and kind of the circus idea and Louis Cyr and some of the big names from the strongman world and what they were able to accomplish with very crude, rudimentary implements, rocks, stone, and moving those things and seeing, how far could I throw this stone? Because there's something just an innate interest in people's ability to move big things and move heavy things. There's 3 referees that judge all the events. You start the lift with 3 white lights, and it's up to you as the athlete to show the referees that you're following all the rules of each lift.
It is very technical. There's lots of little rules that you have to follow, and technique makes a big difference in your performance in the day as well. If you have poor technique, it makes the lift harder. So lifters put a lot of time and effort into perfecting the way that they do the lift. In competition, you do 3 squats, but in training leading up to that, you might do 10,000 repetitions and trying to get the exact same perfect form every time.
I started powerlifting in 1996. I was training in grade 9 for football. There was a guy had moved to Moose Jaw from Newfoundland. His name was Jeff Butt. He was a powerlifter, and I started training with him at the Y. Did my first nationals in 2002. Haven't missed a national since then. I was the head coach for the 2017 World Games, which is powerlifting's Olympics, in Wrocław, Poland. And it is my passion and my hobbies and everything all rolled into one. Some of the most impressive things you see are little men and women in the lightweight classes moving double and triple body weight.
About 3 years ago, Ryan got me to try powerlifting, and that's it. I was hooked. I had 15 siblings, and I never knew I had a competitive bone in my body. Once I started lifting those heavy weights, I was like, oh, I can do more, and it's just really competing against yourself. Like, I mean, there's competitions, but I like that you're just competing against yourself mostly.
Bar is loaded for Tammy.
I love it. The people are great. Very accepting. They show you everything. We walked in knowing absolutely nothing because bodybuilding and powerlifting are totally 2 different animals. When I started bodybuilding with my husband, it actually helped my fibromyalgia. I stopped taking all medications. Like, my working out, in a sense, is my medicine. It stops the aching, not completely, but it takes probably 90% of my aches and pains away every day. The days I don't work out, I feel it more.
This is a provincial open record attempt. So she is a master too, like I said, 54 years old, but she's attempting at 57.5, provincial record open attempt.
I started when I was 51, and you're never too old. You're never too old. And you will never know your limits until you push your limits.
Easy lifting opening attempt. new open provincial record.
There's always more weight to move. And there's never a limit on what kind of amount of weight can go on the bar. And there's always next day, you can go back to training and you can get stronger. So yeah, it's all about making time for yourself and putting in the time that you need to make yourself feel good and feel better and to always continue to improve yourself.
Don't ever let anybody say you can't. Prove them wrong.
That was an easy looking provincial record. Referees say.
Well, it's true what they say. What goes up must come down. And unlike birds, we can come down pretty hard. But it's okay. It's all about safety first here at Get Air, and that's where Jared comes in. Hey, Jared.
Hey.
Now, I want to get this right. You are a team lead / lifeguard and one of the co-managers.
Yes.
And your main function is what?
Our main function is basically just to make sure everyone's being safe, everyone's having fun, and everything's doing properly.
See, and that's really important for the folks at home too, because if you're bringing your kids, you want to make sure that they're safe, everyone's having a fun time.
Yes.
But I have noticed there are some folks here on the trampoline that are doing amazing tricks, and I guess that's where this comes into play. What's this called?
Yeah. So this is basically just our foam pit. It's full of just a bunch of soft foam, so your landing isn't as hard.
Again, safety first at Get Air. Are you one of those people that can do amazing tricks?
I like to think so.
Can we see one?
Sure.
Awesome. Oh, that was amazing. Nice job. Okay, I'm going to try. I know I'm a beginner, but I'm going to try. Okay? Oh, this is going to be great. Here we go. Oh. That was amazing. Soft and safe. Very much like another one of the elements we're talking about here today, water. Oh, it can be cool and refreshing, sure, but as the ladies in our next story will show you, it can be oh so graceful. Check it out. Very unlike being graceful getting out of this pit.
My mom and grandma have done really good, and they've really improved, and
it's awesome we're here with you.
yeah, it's good that they have joined.
Okay, take 10 on that one.
I'm very terrible at making a full sentence, apparently.
Prince Albert Pikes is a synchronized swimming club. Our Masters League is us, and we swim just once a week, but we compete at provincials. We started it 3 years ago, and it was just a bunch of moms sitting in the stands, and we decided we could do this rather than sit here, so we got in the pool, and the first year we just swam at rec, and we did our water show, and then last year we went to provincials, and we won the gold medal, and now here we are again, and we just keep adding to our group. So we range in age from youngest 40 to 60-something. I got my daughter involved because I always said I wanted to be a synchronized swimmer, and I kind of talked it up for her, and so she became a synchronized swimmer. And then the benefits is just for us to be able to do something with our kids. It's awesome, and you don't realize how much work it is, so you really come to appreciate what your kids are doing. And it's great exercise, and just the friendships that we've gained working together. It's pretty neat.
Well, I used to teach with Jody and Leah, and I overheard that they were starting a synchronized swimming team, and I swam growing up, even still swim lengths 3 times a week, and I thought this is something new, I should give it a try. So I'm in, I said.
For me, I coached gymnastics for 20 years, and I can no longer coach or do it because I have arthritis. So I saw an advertising for it, and I thought, this is perfect.
We have one trio of girls that are all related. They're 3 generations. The one gal started swimming the same time as my daughter, and it was her mom that decided to join me, and the two of us decided that we were going to join, and she asked her mom to join as well. So there's the three of them.
Like years and years and years ago when I was a teenager, I did it in an outdoor pool, just summertime, having fun. So little club, we just got together and did it for a couple of years, and then big gap, and then Anna started, so we all joined again.
We're so lucky that we get to do this all together. Yeah,
We
always
just have fun.
Yeah, we look forward to Tuesdays, and we look forward to meeting together, and we often carpool together, so we get a good laugh all the way in. And yeah, we're just it's a little family actually, so it's great. Yeah,
I really like swimming, and yeah.
We tried a lift for the first time, and of course Dana was our first choice to lift. She knows how to do the splits, and she's one of the smaller members of our group. So we tried, and I don't know how it looked, but I think there was more splashing than lifting at first. But after a few tries, I think it looked pretty good.
Last couple were much better. Yes.
But you know, sometimes we even look at each other underwater and start to laugh. So
For us, I think it's just all of us gals coming to the pool and having fun and getting exercise while we're at it, but it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of laughs, and I think that's the best part.
We enjoy coming, and it's fun, and it's great that we can all swim.
it is a good sport to get involved. So if you get a chance, give it a go.
What I like about Get Air, Jared, is it's for everybody. Beginners like me, families bringing in their kids, their wee ones, but I've noticed some hardcore athletes here today, mainly here. What's this all about?
Yeah, so this is our ninja course, so it's kind of like an American Ninja Warrior type feel kind of thing. So it's still nice and challenging, but it's also safe and fun for everyone.
Again, safety is a priority here at Get Air, making sure everyone's safe. Very much a priority in our next story. It's talking about the element we haven't mentioned yet here today until now, the most flammable of elements. I'm talking about fire. Check it out.
Part of why I really like fire dancing is because it's dangerous and it's fun, and it is a really big rush to play with fire, and it looks really cool. It looks really cool to watch it, and it looks really cool when you're the person that is moving the fire around yourself. So it's a really cool experience, and it really adds a lot to the dance stuff that we like to do. So I like to see what we can do to make big productions and entertain people. So 3 sets of torches for you 3, and then I'll come back in with the poi. Yeah. The name of the group that I have is called Durga Dance, which is named after an Indian goddess, and she uses a lot of different props and objects and weapons to fight off evil. So sometimes it's swords, sometimes it's fire, so that's kind of what I named the group after. Most of the people that are in the group, we belly dance together as well through our belly dance group, Desert Beat Belly Dance.
It's exhilarating, it's hot, it's kind of scary, but it's fun. The first time was absolutely frightening. Victoria does poi, and the sound of the fire and the weight of the fire is absolutely terrifying, but the sticks, they're not scary.
There's a couple people like Brad who he was doing poi, which are Kevlar wicks on the end of a chain that you spin around in circles, and so he was already doing that on his own, so I invited him to kind of start participating in our performances.
Oh, I'd love to learn the poi, but I have to stop hitting my own head with my LED poi before I'd ever do the fire stuff. I'll burn my hair.
Part of why safety is really important is because if you play with fire, you could get burned. And so really even that old classic stop, drop, and roll is something that we incorporate into our safety procedures, because if something goes wrong, you could get burned, you could get injured, and so we try to take a very safe approach to minimize the possibility of that.
Yeah, we've singed a few hairs here or there, but that's why I'm not doing the poi. Victoria's the safety girl and she knows her stuff. I would not swing anything around my girls.
The Durga Dancers.
We have traveled land and sea. We do various performances throughout the year. The biggest one that we usually do is with the Potash Corp Fireworks Festival, which happens Labor Day weekend every year. We've been doing that since the festival started, and we've been very fortunate to be asked back every year to perform, and it's really great. But we perform in Saskatoon, around Saskatchewan, across Western Canada, other countries, stuff like that. It is dangerous, and you need to really respect the fire. It is a very powerful force, and things can go wrong really easily and really fast. So if people want to learn to play with fire, myself and other people around Saskatchewan do teach. So definitely don't just try it at home, because you could get injured or injure other people or property.
Actually, the best part of it's the ladies I dance with. We've been dancing together for a long time, and it's our place we go. We can be having a bad day and we show up and our ladies are smiling and supportive, and even if we can't remember a single part of the choreography, we always end up feeling good after.
Oh my goodness, so much fun to be had here, Jason. What a great place. And you guys do a lot of events here as well.
Yeah, we have parties here for toddlers all the way up to 50 plus. Everybody can come here and enjoy them. Yeah. Doesn't matter how old you are.
Jason, thanks so much once again for letting us have some fun here today.
Thank you very much for being here.
All right. And thank you. We encourage you to go out there and have some fun yourself, whether it's moving the earth, whatever moves your soul, gliding through water, juggling fire, or getting some air. Have fun and play safe. And we'll see you next time right here on maxTV Magazine. Yes!
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on maxTV Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sastel.com.